Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boss Rush Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, he's back. The PC muscle race himself, LeRon Dawkins.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Hi, LeRon.
Hey, Corey.
I missed you.
Oh, I missed you. I missed all of you guys.
Aww. Don't lie. Me the most. Me the most.
Yep.
Oh, you sure know how to make a guy feel good, LeRon. Speaking of feeling good, also here's Mad Pharmacist herself, Stephanie Klimov.
Aww. Hello, everyone. Hello, friends. Happy to be here, even though my brain feels like a fried motherboard.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
It'll always be fine.
Download more RAM, right, LeRon?
Right.
That silence tells me, yeah.
Yes.
Also here is PK Power Pack Klein.
I am the RAM that you download.
Yeah. Pretty soon, LeRon, with these AI PCs, that will no longer be a joke.
Oh, right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You just AI the RAM. Just tell the AI how much RAM you need, and they'll be like, okay, here's a RAM, and then they'll just ship a goat to your house. That's not what I meant.
That sounds about right, actually.
That is accurate. That checks out.
Checks out. Anyways, we're all together. Look at us. We are all here.
Happy family.
I know. The band's all back together.
We are all here, ready to service all of you out there with our mouths.
With spaghetti.
Oh, it's gonna be a good day. How's everybody been? How's everybody's week going? You know, just it's a Tuesday. Still.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday. Yeah.
Still Tuesday. Oh man. Well, here we are doing a live show, doing a thing, talking about video games and talking to you, everybody out there. This is the Boss Rush Podcast, the flagship podcast of the Boss Rush Network. You can catch us live every Tuesday night on YouTube and Twitch and the platform formerly known as Twitter. It's now called X, in case you've been sleeping under a rock. If you want to support us, you can go over to Patreon, patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. We can get exclusive content like the Boss Rush pre-show. You can get early access to Expansion Pass and Video Game Book Club and a bunch of cool other things. So check that out. If you can't support us financially, you can head over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Boss Rush Network. You can catch video podcasts. You can watch Pat and I's Claire Obscure Expedition 33 spoiler cast if you've played the game. I will say about the first 25 minutes or so are spoiler free. So even if you don't want to, be spoiled, we don't do that until we give you a grand exit ceremony. Everybody, there's a countdown. There's a GTFO, all that thing. Anyways, you can check out all of our content on our website at bossrush.net, including our daily banters, which, spoilers, one of our topics is based on a banter. Features, reviews, listicles, and more. Yeah, we haven't done this in a while. Before we get started, anybody got anything they want to plug out there real quick? Stephanie?
I've already had a couple spotlights come out, but I have one that I'm recording tomorrow, and that's with someone from Little Buffalo Studios, and we're going to discuss their game that's still a work in progress. I believe there might be beta testing. I'll get more information from him tomorrow, but Little Buffalo Studios is based out of Toronto, small indie studio. Majority, if not all, people that are in there have indigenous background, and their game Akiwan Survival is technically a crafting survival game, but it's a little bit more relaxing and zen, and has more of a focus on kind of being one with the nature. You still got to survive, but again, a lot of Native American influences, which I find great. I was able to Midna. I
She was able to midna.
Mm-hmm.
to
Minna
demo
is
some
not
of it.
letting go.
No. This thing, she's just scaling my chair like a crazy person. Anyway, Little Buffalo Studios recording tomorrow, so keep an eye out for it in the next few weeks.
Nice.
Also, I'm in the
Mhm.
process of scheduling a spotlight interview with Lost in Cult. Lost in Cult is actually a newer company, so to speak, that focuses on publishing physical indie games.
Nice.
I think one of them was Immortality. Is Pat? I'm looking at you. Is that the name of the title correctly? It's like not a live action, but it like won a lot of awards and it had real live actors in there. It's like, is it the Immortals or Immortality or something? Give me 1 second. I feel like
I could not tell you.
everyone raved about it. Lost in Cult. Let's see what Lost in Cult is published. They've published they published Animal Well, Physicals of Animal Well, and
Immortality was a lost footage about an actress who has been revealed to be an immortal being.
I think that's it.
Hmm.
You know, it's funny how when I want to look for something, I can't find it when I need it the most. But let's see, Immortality.
And
Yes,
Varley?
thank goodness
Yeah.
it's Immortality. And thank goodness you're here. They're also going to be publishing physicals of Thank Goodness You're Here. All right, now I'm done. Sorry.
Nice. Pat, you got anything? You got
Yes.
anything cool?
We got some big things coming in book club.
Big things.
We just released Astrobot for the patrons and Tales of the Graces for everyone just free. The next one that we're recording, let's just say, has a very big star attached to it.
That could be a lot of things, Pat.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does the name rhyme with Schmin Schmar?
Quite possibly.
I couldn't think of a name.
Yeah, we managed. I guess I can announce it.
You could have said anything. You could have said Sinjar. You could have,
Sinjar.
And bar.
But would you be laughing right now? Would you be questioning my entire life choice of being alive?
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is, like, I'm pretty sure like quite a few people have filled their sin jars thinking about that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah, we finally were able to schedule Ben Starr. He is going to be on the next episode that we record a book club.
Woohoo.
Which book club
stay
is it?
tuned for that. I believe we're going to be doing Final Fantasy VIII. I just need to finalize that with him.
8?
Yeah. What's wrong with 8? You got a problem with 8?
So
Get out.
8's the one I don't like. Damn.
LeRon's like, I need to find a way to play it. Trust me, like I was asked, I was like, I don't know if I can swing playing 8 in time. Like, there's just no. I would just be a complete.
8's the one I never finished because I
play
didn't
the
like
remaster.
It.
It's got the you click the right stick in and it just becomes a story mode and you just play through the game.
Because my problem is I'll get stuck playing the freaking card game.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That card game was addicting. So addicting they put it in Final Fantasy 11. In fact.
Then they completely blew the card game out of the water when they did Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Queen's Blood, perfecto.
It's bloody fun. Ha.
Mm-hmm.
LeRon, you got anything cool happening in your life?
No, I mean,
just say something, LeRon. Just make something up.
Something. There, I said something.
As for me, I wrote my 2,500 word Destiny Edge of Fate review. You can check that out over
It's
on.
got killer numbers.
Yeah,
It's like half a novel.
It's something. So that's out. Pat and I's Expedition 33 spoiler cast is out with CG Danny B, Professor Stocky, and our old friend Stoy joined us on that conversation. So you can go check that out. It's like 3.5 hours long, and we put the sentiment out there. If you want part 2, you gotta leave a comment on the video. I have a weird feeling there's going to be a part 2, Pat, but it'll be fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. I mean, it was clear at the end of that we all still had a lot to say. We just had been going for 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
Y'all need to learn to shut the hell up.
There's a lot to say. Maybe you should finish the game, LeRon. With all that time not podcasting, I'm sure you beat it twice by now. I'm just kidding. So that's out, and then by the time this comes out on free feeds, my review for the game will also be out, so you can check that out as well. I think that's it. I emailed Kepler today to see if we could do some sort of spotlight with someone from Sandfall, but
That'd be cool.
TBD
Never know.
on that. TBD on that. Yeah. With that said, let's jump into our topics, shall we? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna use one of my topics first because I'm feeling selfish today. Our topic is one that I'm sure LeRon really loves. This is banter from the one and only Stephanie Klimov. Is Nintendo undergoing a massive revamp to secure the next generation of gamers? Nintendo has long been known for relying on its iconic characters and strong first-party games, but lately the company has been shifting its approach. While still maintaining its traditional values, post-Iwata, Nintendo is expanding beyond games into movies, theme parks, and visual media to stay relevant with younger audiences like Gen Z and Gen Alpha. With the rise of other popular games like Minecraft and Roblox, Nintendo seems determined not to lean solely on nostalgia, but instead to reintroduce its legacy characters with modern twists and broader visibility. So yeah, obviously the characters have gone through visual redesigns. We saw that first with Breath of the Wild, right? Link and Zelda. I mean, not that they aren't reinvented every game, but Link doesn't have his green tunic, and it's very, the silhouettes and the characters are clearly different, right? And so in the world and how it all works. Obviously, we got the Donkey Kong shift was the big talking point, but if you look at the characters in Mario Kart, right, they're all a little bit different. Stephanie, you made a good point in the banter that they're kind of all leaning more towards the movie looks, although they still are still distinct enough to be not tied to the movie. They still are very movie-esque. We saw that with the cover art with Princess Peach Showtime a couple years ago also, right, where they literally released the box art and then released new box art with an image of almost the movie version of Peach on the box. So
the one that actually had a soul or a brain, I don't know.
It's funny because I had a subsequent banter that didn't think was related, but I could connect it back to this. But I don't know if you guys saw. I did not see it in my Nintendo Today app, but it obviously circled on Twitter/X that Nintendo wanted to be very sure that we understand that Mario and Peach are just friends. They wanted to be very clear about that. And I'm like, why bother?
Yeah, they
Why
just did
bother?
Mario dirty.
After all that he's done. But anyway,
Yeah, I know.
that's
I
just
know.
to throw that in and say, all right,
It's just so when the kids catch her with Luigi, they don't get upset.
Mm-hmm.
40 plus years of running into Bowser's castle, just rescuing her. Well, I guess rescue is the wrong word. Retrieving her.
Well, to be fair, we did see her reject Mario at the end of Mario Odyssey. Spoilers, I guess. But
yeah, and that is when Bowser wore the crown and he became Bowsetta, and he and Mario lived happily ever after.
Oh boy. It doesn't matter. Peach is out. Pauline's in. Am I right? Pauline's the
Dude,
new.
she is 13 years old. What are you talking about?
Not Mario Odyssey, Pauline. Anyways,
which
not
I
important.
find kind of weird too. How was there a shift from Pauline to like Peach? I never understood that.
I mean, the Game Boy games have Daisy in them, so. Oh.
Because I mean, shoot, like,
And then we got
like Mario.
Rosalina.
I remember when Mario was scaling scaffolding on buildings to like rescue Pauline from a giant ape that was throwing barrels. You know.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it was all about this Peach / Princess Toadstool person.
Yep.
Yeah, but to that point though, right? To kind of tie it back into the visual redesigns, they used to visually redesign these characters all the time, right? Like, look at Mario 1 versus Mario 2 versus Mario 3 versus Mario World, right? Or look at Donkey Kong, in the arcades and the NES, even Super Mario Kart, and then Rare gave him a complete overhaul, right, in Donkey Kong Country, right? And that's kind of the version we've had since the 90s. But now, I think this is just an extension of what Nintendo has always done, right? Is like, how often have people been complaining that Mario has looked the same since Mario 64, essentially, right? Or
is that why they gave him nipples in Mario Odyssey?
Yep, that's exactly why. Differentiate
That's so
him.
weird.
What, you didn't like a little plumber nip there, LeRon?
No, I didn't even notice it, honestly. But now that y'all have said it, now it's going to be at forefront of my brain anytime I do turn on or see Mario Odyssey.
I have got to find the picture that I took when the game first came out.
But
keep going.
On that note, like, even during the Switch era alone, we saw Link change like 3 separate times, right? With Breath of the Wild, and then Link's Awakening, and then Cadence of Hyrule, right? There's a lot of different versions of Link floating around out there. So Nintendo has always been really great at redefining the character when they need to, I think. And that's just them. So, and how do we feel about? I really love the way Donkey Kong looks, honestly, in the new game.
It works.
Yeah. I like Donkey Kong's new look too, and this is, and let's just say I was never a fan of like Donkey Kong's design once we got into the Super NES era. Yeah, like Super NES and beyond. As a matter of fact, I think I said it first on like a Boss Rush podcast episode that the Donkey Kong that we got in the Super Mario movie was probably the best I've seen Donkey Kong ever. And so like it was nice that they continued with that aesthetic for him.
Yeah, I not that I don't like the Rare design. It's old, right?
It's dated. It's dated. I didn't like it, but it's dated at this point.
And like the fact that they used it in the theme park may have been a mistake, but I'm sure they used it because they didn't want this game to leak, right? Like, that would be my guess, at least. So, but let's go back to some of these talking points here, like the modern media expansion, right? Nintendo obviously expanding back into movies, right? Very successful. Mario movie, sequels coming out, the Zelda movie, the Donkey Kong movie. I'm sure there's other things in development. Like, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of Splatoon anime coming out, or some sort of Animal Crossing cooking show or something. I don't know.
I mean, we got that Splatoon game that's coming out here pretty soon. Rumors
Yeah.
are this
Game
month
sounds
or
cool.
this year. It's supposed
That
to be an
sounds
adventure
cool.
game now.
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, this is like, okay, kids are into survival games. Let's make a survival game based on Splatoon with the Nintendo
It
twist,
didn't
right?
say anything about survival.
Yeah, they said it.
I don't think it is.
I thought it was like a adventure kind of
I
gather
think it's a
resources
treasure
style game.
hunting. Like
Extraction
I'll have
shooter.
to.
Watch,
Here we
Nintendo's
go.
Nintendo's going to be the one that nails the extraction shooter.
Here
Move
we
over
go.
Bungie, move over Tarkov. It's all about these squid kids and their ink squirting.
Oh.
Focus on adventure and exploration, more of a story element, and a quest system.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yep.
Oh well, that was me speculating on Powlock a couple weeks ago. So maybe I'm not in the lab with this weird Splatoon people. So, anyways, I mean, are we excited for these movies and them kind of expanding? Like, we know Nintendo won't overdo it because that's just their nature. But are they going to get lost in the flood of all these video game movies and stuff that we talked about on the pre-show on patreon.com/Boss Network, which you can get now for $1?
I don't think so. As long as they keep it separate from the video games, I could see them just like that might be one of the first like pushes actually letting other people work with their IPs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, like I'll admit, I wasn't a huge fan of the new Donkey Kong redesign, but just because I don't like it doesn't mean it was a bad move or that no one else should like it. I mean, hey, who cares what Donkey Kong looks like? 'Cause as soon as I picked up Bananza, it was like freaking lightning in a bottle. It's a fantastic game. So, whatever.
The
Just
redesign works with the emoting that he does in that game. Like I can't picture the rare Donkey Kong being as expressive as the Bananza Donkey Kong.
wait, so I mean, like, Nintendo does things for a reason. I trust them. I let just because I might not like the way one thing looks, I'm not going to throw a temper tantrum like a lot of people do on the internet. Um, but I don't know. I guess when I just wrote this article, I'm like, all right, quote unquote new regime, not so new anymore. Post Iwata era, for the most part, conservative as far as major innovations with hardware. They kind of want to be a bit, smart, be business savvy, and they're trying these new different routes and trying to make sure that us millennials and Gen Xers won't be around forever. They got to get in with the Gen Z and Gen Alpha folks. So I think they're going in the right direction. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah. Stephanie, I wasn't too keen on the Donkey Kong Bonanza style either when he first showed up in Mario Kart, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think the character model looks much better in the game, like in Bonanza specifically, especially when he's moving around or like punching stuff and he gets really expressive, or when Pauline sings and he gets expressive, right? Like I feel like even though I think the rare design is like, I don't know, cleaner is the wrong word, but it does look a little bit, I guess, nicer in some aspects. I think this Donkey Kong allows him to be more expressive, and I think that's what they wanted, right? They wanted to show off the tech behind the expressions and the facial animations, and obviously Pauline plays a big part in this game where he can interact with her more expressively because obviously he doesn't talk, but she does, and the expression will get his point across. So
one could say that the rare version of Donkey Kong is like the Schneider version of Superman.
Oh no!
And this new version of Donkey Kong is like the gun version. He expresses himself. He's more monkey-like and not god-like, He
Yeah.
has feelings.
Mm-hmm.
He cares.
He sure likes his bananas.
He thinks punk rock is the new love.
Hmm.
Or loving too much.
Oh no. I do have to say, my kids love when in Bonanza they go, "Ooh, banana!" They love it. Love it. They go great. They go nuts. They love it. So speaking of these games evolving, the last kind of point that I want to touch on, and we obviously, you guys can talk about anything other talking points that you want to before we shift topics, but not just the characters are shifting, but the way the games are being made seem to be aiming at a different audience, right? Like Donkey Kong's destruction is clearly inspired by Minecraft and the ability to destroy, to solve puzzles your own way. You know, Breath of the Wild, right, is there's a lot of survival elements to that. It's not necessarily a survival game, but you know, crafting in Tears of the Kingdom, the crafting element, obviously a big part of it. Even Mario Kart World shifting to the open world style racer. We see how popular Forza Horizon is. We see how popular, Burnout Remastered was when it came out. Like, these open world racing games are kind of essentially the next evolution of the racing genre. So Nintendo seems to be tracking in the right direction to keep the younger audience. Like my my nephews could care less about, like, quote unquote, the console wars and Xbox and PlayStation. They just want to play the games they love to play. But I tell you, they sure do want to Switch too. And they sure want one because Donkey Kong looks a lot like Minecraft.
I can see it.
And my one nephew really loves Pokemon, and he really loves the way that Breath of the Wild works, that big open world exploration where you can just kind of run around and do whatever you want.
Yep.
So they're definitely chasing that audience while giving it the Nintendo flair. But it also, I don't know, I feel like at least Breath of the Wild works. It works for me, at least. Like, I still really like that it still feels sort of like a Zelda game in certain aspects, right? Tears of the Kingdom, especially.
Studies have showed that the most popular age for Nintendo games are still like ranged from like 32 to 40 is the biggest demographic for like Mario and Legend of Zelda.
Well, see, there you go. Like, Nintendo knows they have a set audience with us because we grew up with early Nintendo. But I think I'm not Nintendo, but I'm thinking that they're trying hard to kind of expand that range.
Yeah. They're definitely trying to get that. But man, so I wonder how well those things track, right? Because, like, parents are the ones buying the console. Parents are the ones setting up the accounts. Parents are the one, like, my nephews don't have kids accounts on their parents, through they play on my brother-in-law's account, right? And he's 40, so, like, how often does that happen? Because they don't know how to set up sub accounts, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people who buy these things, especially our age, who maybe stop playing games but their kids are into it, like, still assume that you just
Good
put the disc in and play the game, like, like we did in the 90s. So I don't know. It feels like maybe those numbers may be skewed in a way, but also, like, it is a dangerous number that you look at and be like, wow, like, these games are clearly skewing older, and kids are clearly moving from tablets to either PCs or Switches, right? Like, all my nephews want is a Steam Deck and a Nintendo Switch 2. That's all they want. Or, I told my one nephew about the ROG Ally, LeRon, and like, he's obsessed with it because he loves Game Pass, right? But do you know how he plays Game Pass, LeRon?
No.
On his tablet?
No, he plays on a Chromebook through the cloud. He plugs an
Wow.
Xbox controller into his Chromebook and plays it that way.
Okay. All right.
They-
Well, I mean,
They're obsessed with cloud gaming, and you know what else they're obsessed with? VR. They
Ugh.
love the MetaQuest.
I can see that. And I feel like the meta is definitely has like its niche audience. Like I'm not part of that audience because I have astigmatism and like stuff like really that close view screens really that close to my eyes like really messes me up.
Yeah. I'm sorry, LeRon. No VR for
Yeah,
you.
it's a thing. It's a thing. You, especially with the way I am about technology, it would be right up my alley if it wasn't for the fact that my eyeballs are like, nope.
Yeah. I don't care about VR. I tried once and that was enough for me. But they love it.
I just want better holographic technology, but like what they had in freaking Cyberpunk, like that stuff, But yeah, like that's fantastical.
Remember the what was that thing Microsoft was doing for a while? HoloLens.
Yeah, HoloLens. Yeah,
that was cool for like 5 minutes during that E3 demo.
Yeah, that was in the Windows 8 era with Metro.
Something like, yeah. I mean, like the big game they were showing off with it was Halo 5, and like, like, so that tells you how long ago that was. Might have been better on that thing. Oh, rip. Anyways, clearly Nintendo is changing. They are trying to capture the younger audience while kind of still keeping people like us captivated, right, with their characters and the nostalgia and all that stuff. So it's clearly working, right? They set the console record for 1.6 million in a week or a month or something. A week, I think it was, right? So it's whatever they're doing is clearly working, right? So I guess we can wrap that topic there. Who wants to go next?
I can go. Maybe mine can be quick because there's really still not much to deduce from this, and I'm sorry if I look like I'm still frozen, but at least you guys can hear me. What? Got me there. What the hell is GameStop cooking? Has anyone seen?
Can you smell what the GameStop's cooking?
They're cooking their grave because they're going out of business.
Dude, I know. I'm like, what are they doing? I don't follow them on their social media accounts, but I still get their emails whenever they promote stuff. And normally I just delete them, but I clicked on an email and it was very mysterious. It says, we're almost close to launching this thing. Click here. So apparently, GameStop is close to launching what is called Push Start Arcade. So far, GameStop has dropped two very vague trailers featuring an animated rabbit-like creature checking out what looks like to be like an old school physical arcade. I try to do as much research as I could. There's not much out there. On a website called On Geek Tyrant, they cited a Twitter user at Wiz888999, and this is what they're making an educated guess about. So keep in mind, this is not confirmed by GameStop, but according to this user, they're stating that Push Start Arcade could be a full-blown hybrid between a modern-day arcade and a gamified retail platform, one that might blend digital gaming ecosystems, exclusive content, and even more Web3 style token integration. Side note, I don't know if this had anything to do with their failed NFT thing a couple years ago.
Sounds exactly what it is.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. Are they just redressing this thing? So here's a couple possibilities. physical games could be traded for GameStop tokens, which I personally think is stupid, but let's keep going. These tokens wouldn't just sit in your account. They'd be your currency to access exclusive, quote unquote, arcade games, reportedly developed in collaboration with AAA studios. Number 2, arcade-only perks and content. Think custom energy drinks. Why? Pre-orders would unlock not just games, but arcade-exclusive DLC, skins, maps, etc., etc. And last but not least, a new kind of pre-order experience. Yay! Pre-ordering a title might trigger a personalized arcade experience, one theme to the game that you picked. So if you're hyped for the next Elden Ring or Spider-Man, your trip to Push Start Arcade could actually reflect that. So I have a ton of talking points here because it's more like, number 1, have you heard of Push Start Arcade at all up to now? And number 2, what are your thoughts on this potential dumpster fire?
So this sounds like remember when they were talking about that retro social hub type experience they wanted in their stores, and then COVID happened and they kind of scrapped it. This kind of feels like that idea with a little bit more, I don't know, meat behind it, right? Like it feels like they are trying to, obviously they need to reinvent themselves somehow, or they're going out of business. I feel like, they can't live off of Funko Pop sales forever. But I feel like there is a kernel of a good idea here. Taking GameStop's ability to execute it out of it. I feel like building some sort of, social arcade type experience where you can also maybe buy used games or use credits from these arcade games to buy games or whatever, right? I feel like there is an idea there that could potentially work, especially because we just got through talking about a whole generation behind us and how it's all about gaming is a social thing for them, right? And so I think this would draw in a younger crowd potentially too, right? I almost look at this similar to how we view barcades almost, but for like a younger audience, essentially.
So is this like a physical arcade that
Yeah,
they want to create?
that I would assume so. If it's what I'm thinking of what they wanted to do before COVID happened, it's some sort of physical space with, kind of either retro games or retro arcade games or maybe newer arcade games, something along those lines. But that said, this is GameStop, and
Well, see,
don't
that's
think
the
I need
thing,
to
like a
right?
lot
Like,
of work for a GameStop.
exactly. Like the
Yeah.
idea in itself, I'm like, all right, that could be something cool, hip, and revolutionary. It's just I'm not really quite sure if GameStop's going to be the one to pull this off really well. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just
Yeah, this sounds almost like something like someone like a Dave and Buster's or a Chuck E. Cheese would pull off more than a GameStop would.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
all I think of, and this is also me with my history of GameStop and stuff like that. All I think of as GameStop is like just a retail chain and outlet and stuff like that. So like this is a completely different thing for them, and I don't think they've ever had like any type of business model that even like remotely like looks like this. So like it makes no sense, maybe as we see more news about it, they'll actually be partnering up with somebody that actually has experience in this space or something, but this makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, this almost feels like a Microsoft and a Game Pass move where like they're trying to figure out how to change the rules of the game because the rules they're playing by are obsolete, right? Like physical games are clearly a dying medium, and people who do buy physical games are keeping them now because they're collectors, not necessarily just basic gamer anymore, right? So they have to figure something out. And obviously the collectibles route isn't working the way they wanted it to. Not that people aren't buying things. I've bought in collectibles from there before, right? But like nobody's buying a $300 statue from GameStop when you can buy it on Amazon and have it shipped to your house, right? Like that's just not.
Ain't that the truth?
Mhm.
So, and I think that having something unique like this, it would work. It's just how do you how do you capture that without sounding like GameStop, right? Like, I mean, their marketing has always been really bad. Like, you order stuff from them online, right? It comes in those janky cases, and it's just always something with them that they've just become a joke upon themselves. So I don't know how they deliver this message correctly.
Mhm.
Yep, I agree.
Yep.
It's an interesting concept, though. I do say my kids love Chuck E. Cheese, right? They love going there for the arcade games and the tickets and the tokens and stuff, right? Like, they love that stuff.
Mhm.
So if you could kind of capture that and make it more for an older audience, right?
It almost have to be like gaming hubs. Like
Mm-hmm.
this section's set for like Fortnite players to gather, and this side over here is for like the Smash Brothers,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I think that's the idea. I do think that that's the idea, right? It's like every, couple weeks they swap the games out, or there is a hub here, or they have their tournaments, right? Like almost like here, this weekend's the Smash tournament, this weekend's the Street Fighter tournament, here's the Halo 4v4 whatever, right? Like, I do feel like that's something that would incentivize people to go to, like different types of people to get in. But then you also, like you said, Pat, they need the generalized kind of spaces where people can play these games, or even have a place like, okay, I'm gonna take my Xbox in here and hook it up and see if people want to play games with me or whatever, right? Like, how does that all work? Um, are they going to provide the consoles? Are they going to provide PCs? How does all that work?
Yeah.
So, and then they got to figure out the issue of like, do people log out? How do people log out? Do you sign in with your GameStop card? Are your gamer tags and your IDs attached to your GameStop card and you swipe it? Like, how does all that work? There's a lot to figure out with that too. So
Yeah, there's so many moving parts to this thing. Like, it's confusing to even think about it.
yeah, cool idea though.
almost like a Japanese internet cafe, but for gamers in America,
Hmm.
but also open instead of enclosed booths.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, apparently it's quote unquote around the corner. It's imminent or whatever, which is, I don't know. Who knows what that really means? We will see what happens. So
Yep.
thanks for your input, everyone. I never thought I'd actually bring a GameStop related topic to the show.
Especially how much grief GameStop has given you over the last couple of months.
Exactly. Messing up my like 7-game pre-order. I'm so mad. Oh, quick story.
Shocking.
Quick story. So I decided to split up all my pre-orders from that. I still was like, all right, maybe if I go to the because when I go to the physical store at GameStop, I don't think it's as much of a problem because I think part of it has to do with like using PayPal or whatever. I went on a Saturday afternoon and I was reminded of how much I hate going to the mall these days, especially during the middle of the day on on a weekend, because everyone and their child without just is there. And I sincerely feel that the majority of the human population do not know how to behave in public anymore. They just don't.
That's the
It
truth.
gives me so much anxiety. Like, I walk into GameStop, but there's not even that much people in there, but the people that were in there, they're all, like, congregated, like, towards the entrance of the store. I'm like, "Can you please freaking disperse, please? What are you doing?" And these kids are running in and out, and they're, like, making the stupidest, most doofus noises when they see these I don't know, they're looking at some stupid action figures like, "Oh, man, dude, oh," but they're so loud, like like really loud. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm like, guys, like I geek out too. I get it. So it's not even that. It's more like, can you please use indoor voices? I don't think people know how to behave in public anymore.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think I learned. I think I learned recently during my hiatus that it's really easy for me to get overstimulated in public.
I'm glad it's not just me. Anyway, that was my last bit of rant.
I don't even go out in public anymore. I hide down here.
I go out in public because like I don't like being cooped up all the time, and that's kind of weird given that I was that person that definitely embraced the whole like stay at home thing when COVID happened. But it was also like I do have to go outside sometime.
Yeah, I mowed the lawn. I
Well, it's more like if we want to go out, we need to go at a time where there's less morons out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, my whole thing
Every-
is I get overwhelmed with traffic now, and it's
Oh,
not it's not to say like like I don't know how to drive or anything. It's more like everybody else out there is like crazy behind the wheel of a vehicle, and I'll see certain things while I'm driving. I was like, yeah, this is definitely my sign to just get my ass home and just like not be in the car anymore today.
Yep.
I try to use that excuse for not having to go to work, and they just laugh and shake
They
their
do.
heads like, yeah. It's like, nope. You have to adjust to society.
Mm.
Like, I don't wanna.
yeah, things have definitely gotten weirder since even COVID ended.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I feel like it got weirder. Like, COVID
What's
was
that?
weird, but
what's that saying? That's where all the people are.
yeah, that little kid. What's wrong? People. Oh, good times. Good times. Do we want to hit one more topic, or do we want to go into what we've been playing and Attaboy get it together?
Oh, that's this. Oh, it is the end of the month. Oh,
It
crap!
is the end of the month, LeRon.
I'm not even ready for this. Oh my god,
We'll
it
give
is the
you-
end of the month. Oh,
we'll
wait,
give
I
you
made
time
the
to think.
tradition. I made the tradition as the end of the month, didn't I? Oh my god!
Look at LeRon. He.
Mhm.
It's like we know the routine, LeRon.
Right?
Oh, I'm scared. Oh man, like I unplugged so hard like these past few weeks that I've been gone.
I know. We thought you were in a different dimension.
Like I was barely paying attention to the news. I was barely paying attention to like real life. Like I was barely paying attention to my job. I unplugged.
All right, let's get into let's just get into Attaboy and get it together.
Let's go.
Stephanie,
Oh,
who gets
wow.
your Attaboy this week?
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to go first. Um, this one might be a little bit of a lame one, but I was very excited for whomever would be attending Gamescom this year. Especially Xbox, which I know we've been kind of down on Xbox lately, but the reason why it's Attaboy is good job or congrats or whatever you want to say for Xbox bringing the ROG Xbox Ally handheld to Gamescom for its first hands-on experience. And even though I am not a personal fan of Hollow Knight, they will be having Silksong playable for the first time. I think this is a wonderfully exciting set of things for people to look forward to. I almost wish I could go to Gamescom just so I can hold that Xbox ROG Ally, but I guess I'll just have to wait for the press that's there to report on it. So
Let me just say, like Gamescom is like my ultimate dream. Like I would love to attend a Gamescom.
yes, I need to sacrifice like either one of my vacation times or other media events and go to Gamescom. I don't think I'll ever make it to GDC because it's almost always at PAX East time, but Gamescom, yeah, I agree. That would be great to go at least
Maybe
once.
next year we'll make a trip out of it.
We gotta get passports.
I have a passport.
I don't have an updated passport.
Mm.
Neither do I.
Sounds like your problem, Ron. Looks like Stephanie and I are going without you.
It is. Yeah, it is my problem. Yeah, like, I got bigger fish to fry right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
at least I have enough time to get a passport ready for Gamescom.
I can't wait to have all those pretzels and beer cheese and later.
That's the other
Beer
thing, too.
and
That's
cheese.
the other thing too. I miss
You can
Germany.
come to Wisconsin for those.
Nah.
That's the other thing too. I miss
We're like
Germany.
little
I lived in Germany
Germany.
for 3 years.
Love it. No,
Basically, what Pat's saying is, come visit his ass before we decide to leave the continent.
fair.
I mean,
Hey,
we're
fair enough.
considered both Little Canada and Little Germany. Okay,
Little Canada. I've never heard that one.
I don't know. It's because we're too close to the north. We're like neighbors.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, but just to round that out, it's not just the handheld and Silk Song, but looks like Xbox going to have more than 20 titles there. They will have a theater experience to demonstrate Outer Worlds too. So I just, if Xbox needs a win, they certainly need a win now. So hats off to them and good luck at Gamescom. My get it together is this is interesting. It's really technically for Tencent, which is shocker. So Sony PlayStation, they plan on suing Tencent over its eerily similar looking Horizon Zero Dawn video game.
Yeah.
Although
They
I
announced that
saw
like a
side
year
by
ago, and
side.
I was like,
This is
yikes.
plagiarism.
Oh yeah, so the lawsuit was finally set into motion and filed, alleging that their upcoming game, Tencent's upcoming game, Light of Motoram, is a quote-unquote Slavish clone of the Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West video games. And if you guys have not in the audience looked up Light of Motoram, Motiram, and looked at the side-by-side, it's freakishly the same.
Even the title font is the same font.
Yeah, so I'm like, come on, Tencent, get it together. You guys don't have enough manpower and money to like at least slightly change it a little bit, like the font. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's
I don't remember how this game came to be. Didn't Tencent come to Sony to try and promote a Horizon game set in Asia? And Sony turned them down, and so Tencent just went on and made their Horizon game in Asia.
I think so. Something like that.
Of course I did. Of course I did. So anyway, who wants to go next?
I will.
Oh.
I want to go ahead and yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had to like look up a couple of things real quickly. Actually, kind of both of my things are more like get it togethers. But I think I'll find a way to attaboy this at the same time. All right, so my first one is going to be a get together, like to like the merchandising business, MasterCard and Visa. Like if you don't know right now, like they're facing a lot of major backlash for getting hundreds of adult video games removed from online stores such as Steam and itch.io. Now that I've said that, everybody's gonna be like, LeRon's this big perv that's playing like hentai and NSFW games. No, that's not it. Like this is just another form of censorship that's happening right now. And it all boils down to like stop meddling with what people like to do and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those situations. This is basically the same blowback that's been going on with the adult industry. But I'm not going to get into that one here on this show.
I haven't heard anything about that. You want to share about the adult industry?
Do we want to hurt our monetization chances, Corey?
It doesn't matter. YouTube changed it again, so who knows? Who knows what hurts it now?
Yeah, basically, that's going on. Like, there's been a lot. There's been tons and tons of games delisted from Steam, from itch.io. I'm pretty sure the eShop on Nintendo is going to be interesting real soon here too.
I mean, Nintendo's already trying to crack down on it.
Related to the big one that I've seen people post about with mouth washing on itch. Is that related?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
Tisk.
Yeah, so this is not so much the video. Well, I understand what's happening. Like if Mastercard and Visa pulls out, like this basically hurts. Like this basically hurts like the environment for how people can purchase games on these storefronts and stuff like that. So I can't say get together to the platforms like Stitch and Steam and itch.io, because they're doing what they got to do to protect themselves and keep their market front going and stuff like that. But I can bitch at the merchandising companies, Mastercard and Visa particularly, for doing what they're doing, because like I said, mind your own damn business. But there's also a whole thing, because like a part of it does go into like not censorship, but making sure a product gets into the right people's hands. Like we don't want like games like not safe for work content, period, like getting into the hands of like kids and stuff like that. Even though every one of us on this podcast was a kid, if we were going to get something that we had no business getting, we were going to get it no matter what, no matter who stood in our way and stuff like that. So, it's always going to be a thing, but this right here, like this is basically hurting the people who actually actively spend money on this stuff, and that's some garbage, My other one, actually, you know what? I did say I kind of had like two of them were get-togethers, but I'm pivoting. Attaboy, Square Enix, because I've been paying attention to everything you guys have been doing with Evil East Chronicles for Final Fantasy Tactics. I am so ready. I am so ready for this game. Like, you guys are doing all the stuff that's just like major quality of life stuff, and I'm here for it.
Did you hear the story on that, LeRon?
Which story? I'm pretty sure I've heard them all. Which story are we talking about?
The one where they lost the original source code for the game and they rebuilt
for War of the Lions. They lost the War of the Lions.
They lost the original source code for this too.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. I know they lost the War of the Lions stuff.
They literally rebuilt the entire original game from the ground up and then layered the new graphics on top of that after they built the original game.
How long? See, the one
that's why it took so long.
See, that's the one thing I don't know. How long has this game been in development?
Well, it was leaked. Like, it was leaked in 2021.
Yeah, I remember the leak. I remember the leak.
So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. But I'm always going to champion. Like anything Final Fantasy Tactics with the original content. Well, when I say the original content, I mean like everything that is Final Fantasy Tactics. Because the jury's still out on me for like the Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced games, because there's stuff to love about those games. There's also stuff to hate about those games, and technically they didn't really feel like real sequels. They just felt like side games, in that universe and stuff like that. Yeah. Final Fantasy Tactics is supposed to be a sequel to Final Fantasy 12, which makes zero sense because 12 came out after Tactics on a different platform.
Yeah. Well, you know how that works. They just kind of
I don't know. I'm here for it. I cannot wait for it. Just take my money.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Shout out to Final Fantasy 12 also. I don't feel like that game gets enough love.
I don't think so either. It was unfortunately one of those games I misunderstood back when it came out, because I really wasn't feeling it, because like I didn't see enough connection to Final Fantasy Tactics to really get into it. As a matter of fact, I think there was like one thing that made it feel like it was related to Final Fantasy Tactics, and that was a name drop of Agrius.
Yeah, and the opening takes place in Evil East, but like, you're not there for very long, at least initially. So
no, the continent is Evil East.
Yeah, well, but they kind of like,
you just
maybe I'm misremembering. Like I feel like they kept calling the city and initially, maybe it was the capital of Evil East or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's not important.
Yeah. I think the world is Evil East, and you're just in a different region. Like, they wanted to create this whole Evil East saga.
Because they released that DS game too, Wings of.
Yeah,
Revenant Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Revenant Wings. Yeah. So here's my question. Here's my question to you guys. I'm a Final Fantasy Tactics, like I'm a fan. Should I just go ahead and spend the extra? Should I just go ahead and spend the extra $10 and get the deluxe edition? Even though I know.
No. Do you want an art book? A digital art book? No.
I want a physical art book.
No, it comes with a digital art book. No. Pass.
Which
Pass.
I'm pretty sure the digital art book can be found online somewhere.
I'm sure somebody's going to scan it the second they get it. So pass.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
September 30th. I can't wait. Like I might take a few nights off from podcasting for that.
I mean,
Too many
Because
games.
I will be live streaming the game.
Nice.
yeah, I need to get it. I need to fix this capture card situation on this side because that was my plan as well. But anyways, Pat,
Yeah.
what's your attaboy get it together?
Well, I had to think really hard for an attaboy, and so I think I'm just going to say attaboy to Nintendo for the successful release of Donkey Kong Bananza and just how good that game turned out to be. At least in my opinion. I don't care what anyone else thinks about it. I liked it a lot. Like, it is probably my favorite Donkey Kong game of all time now.
I was
So, good
talking
job.
to oh my gosh, name blank, but a friend of the pod, Andre, there you go. And I was telling him, listen, I knew it was going to be a good game or even a great game, but I didn't know I was going to love it the amount that I do. So I 100% agree.
Yeah. So, like, I know a lot of people were scared because of the fact it's a new person handling Donkey Kong. The redesign, obviously, they're like, well, what if they don't like honor Donkey Kong's history with this game? And they do a good job. Like, I beat the game now, and it is literally honoring everything that is Donkey Kong in this game. So they did a great
Oh,
job with
good.
it. As for my get it together, I would defer to my topic that I originally put on, but I would say get it together, Warner Brothers Interactive.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes, for
They
real.
just reached. It was recently revealed by Insider Gaming that the next game that WB Montreal is making, people knew it was going to be a DC Universe game, but now they come out and said it. Well, they read a job description that said that it's going to be a live service DC game. And it's like, okay, so the utter failure of Suicide Squad didn't deter you. Canceling the live service Wonder Woman game didn't deter you and thinking this was a bad idea. That you're going back into the DC universe and doing another attempt at a live service game.
What do they say
Like,
is the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over again, looking for a different result.
So
Ay vey.
so here's the thing about the live service stuff, right? It's like it is not dumb to chase that dragon, right? It's not. You could fail 12 times and have one hit and it will negate all the dozen failures, right? But first of all, Warner Brothers not exactly great at managing their IP, right?
Or managing in general.
Yeah. Also setting a live service game within the DC universe was how I figure they're probably going to do it again, right? I think that's what I saw is that it's going to be set in a DC property. Like, you're already failing. People want to be their own characters in a live service game. They want to be able to customize their characters, like the way they look, the way they feel, like have builds, right? They don't want to customize a predetermined character, right? Like, I feel like that's a large reason of why Suicide Squad fails, because they already made you be these characters. And yeah, they had different loadouts and different builds and stuff, but like at the end of the day, you're already limited, right? And that's a huge failure. Even in a game like, I know I'm gonna talk about Destiny, but stick with me. Even with Destiny, like one of the biggest complaints about Destiny was like you're separated into these character classes, and there wasn't enough freedom to kind of customize your characters. And then on top of that, there's 5 subclasses per character, so that segments your ability to make builds even more. And one of their solutions was this prismatic subclass, which kind of brought all of the subclasses together into one subclass. And they keep adding parts of the other subclasses into this one over time, just so they can figure out how to balance it. But like that eliminated a lot of complaints, this prismatic subclass, because now this really, you're allowed to play with these builds now, right? You can really, as a Titan class, like I can throw hammers while I throw up an ice wall, while I, electrocute someone with a grenade, right? Like 3 separate powers. It's great. Doing that with something like that within a DC property, like, okay, how are you gonna make a live service game out of the Justice League, right? Okay, Superman flies and is super strong. He already has a move set. He already has a power set. He already has a move set. Batman already has a move set. What are you gonna do?
The only thing I could see it working is kind of how they did the Lego villain one, where you just make your own character and you get to choose from a limited set of powers and then evolve from there.
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like they already have that game. Isn't that the DC Universe Online? They already have that game. So like,
but is it Warner Brothers?
Yeah, I mean, Warner
theirs?
Brothers owns DC, yeah, and they own that studio.
Oh, well, then why the hell do they need another one?
I don't know, because that game is a decade old, probably at least. But
okay, then just update that game.
I know. It's yeah, I don't know. Warner Brothers stresses me out, but also I don't care enough about Warner Brothers to be stressed out yet. Here I am stressing out about it.
Yeah. Can we just get a Batman or a Superman game that we just get to play single player? I miss my Arkham days.
Well,
those were
good news,
games.
Pat. Rocksteady's working on a single player Batman game.
Really?
Supposedly.
Are we sure?
Yeah, that's the rumor. Although half that studio left, so
screws it up.
Who knows? Yeah, well, 3/4 of the teams that made Batman games are gone, right? Half of Rocksteady and all of WB Montreal is gone now too. So
isn't that what? It's WB Montreal that's making this.
Oh, then maybe it's Monolith was the team that they closed down.
Yeah, Monolith. That's right.
Never mind.
That was the Wonder Woman team.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But yeah, Montreal was the other one that made the Batman games, or at least they made Arkham Knights, and that one really wasn't that good.
Well, I guess it's my turn for Attaboy and Get It Together. So
yeah, what you got for us?
I actually have two Attaboys, but I will refrain from talking about Destiny because they did deliver an amazing campaign, and supposedly this is one of the best raids they've ever made. I'm going to give it to, I'm going to say Attaboy to Sandfall Interactive Expedition 33, but not for the game, for partnering with the correct partners to start distributing merch for the game. They partnered with a French publisher called Pix and Love, and they are distributing an official art book worldwide this fall. And they are starting to partner with companies to distribute. They're working on figures for the characters for the game and SKA plush. So thank you for making merch for this game that, so great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The art book, the cover of the art book is just, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in 100%.
Corey,
I don't care if there's anything else in it.
Did you pre-order that vinyl?
The what?
Did you pre-order the vinyl?
No, mostly because I don't care about music that much. I love the music of the game, but like Spotify and YouTube exist, so I don't need a vinyl. I did pre-order that Monolith edition though. Sometime between October and January it'll be here. So it'll be here when just as I forget about the
Mhm.
time that I ordered it. So
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
yeah. But opposite of Stephanie, my get it together is going to be for Xbox again. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it. Probably not, because who the hell cares about Xbox anymore? It feels like Xbox doesn't even care about Xbox anymore. The latest Xbox dashboard update benefits every platform Xbox is on except for Xbox.
What?
Very cool.
They yeah. So like you can now stream games through the cloud that you own. There's like 300 titles added to the stream. What's it called? The Stream What You Own program. They're adding to xCloud or Xbox Cloud Gaming. And they also added those games to the PC library, where you can play them through the Xbox PC app now. Most of them are still streaming. Some of them have actually been added as downloads, so you can play them there. But yeah, the only note for the Xbox platform is stability patches. So yeah, and you know, they are very clearly getting out of hardware and focusing on, you know, the PC ecosystem, or like this kind of grander ecosystem. So I don't know, which is fine, right? Like, sure, but like every time I go to find a game now, I'm like, do I buy it on Xbox? Do I buy it on PlayStation, or should I wait for it to come to Switch 2? Right?
I'm so sorry, man.
Like, yeah, I mean, I saw that Expedition 33 was for sale on Amazon. The physical copies were back in, and they were $43.99. I was like, it crossed my mind to sell the Xbox copy and buy the PlayStation copy, just to have a physical copy of that game, just in case, you know, that game, Xbox just goes away. You know, I feel that more and more every day, and it sucks because I really love the way the platform works as a system at a system level, but you know, I kind of feel like fans care way more than Microsoft does at this point. And I'm saying Microsoft as a whole, not like the Xbox team, because I really feel like they're button heads there too. But yeah, get it together. Why are you fixing the PC stuff? Make the Xbox stuff better.
I mean,
it's called an Xbox.
I'm not gonna complain about it.
I know you're not gonna complain. You are a PC gamer.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Wow, you said that with You kind of felt that right in my bones. Like,
man, look, I mean, it's been on my mind a lot since the Xbox ROG Ally was announced, and how obviously it's PC centric, but like I know they're adding, like they're trying to make it a PC for the Xbox fan base, right? Like Xbox first type thing, but like, man, the more I look up stuff that they're doing with that thing, I'm like, this sure just looks like a PC with buttons on it. I don't know if they're hiding anything. You know, I could just buy the ROG Ally that's at Best Buy right now and slap an Xbox sticker over that ROG sticker and call it a day. You know what I mean? Like,
but the interface was supposed to be different to make it more like console, and
yeah, but they're adding that to every ROG Ally.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just a
like
system update.
it rolls out. It rolls out on the Xbox Edition Allies first, and then it winds up coming out to the existing ones.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to get as much cash out of it first before like, okay, you guys held out long enough. Here you go.
So, would you then recommend to wait for just that to happen and then go for ROG Ally, or?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, because I was originally going for the Xbox Ally X.
Okay, so don't all right, so don't get me wrong. Like I'm definitely gonna get a day one. I'm going to day one like the Xbox ROG Ally. I swear it's like the
Mhm.
jargoning is just getting on my nerves. But but I am getting one. But that doesn't mean I'm doing. That doesn't mean I'm getting rid of my originals. The original ROG Ally and the ROG Ally X.
Mhm.
I'm getting it mainly to see what the tech and the hardware can do, because I want to see what the new Z2 Extreme what the new Z2 chip does, and stuff like that. That's my main reason for getting it. Like if it wasn't for like new hardware inside of it, I would have passed on. Well, that's a lie. I probably would have got it anyway, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, but I wouldn't have been in such a fast hurry to get it composed as opposed to like as soon as it launches, like I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
I would say, in my personal opinion, almost like what happened with the Steam Deck, because the Steam Deck did a very soft like overhaul to their system. And then it was just a thing where, you know, it was like, hey, like, you know, like you don't necessarily have to get this one because this one is just as good as the original one and stuff like that. It could be one of those situations. I think ultimately what we have to find out is like, because the ROG Ally and the ROG Ally X are very, very capable. But the thing is, like AAA titles are where it kind of is a sink or swim type deal, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of there's a lot of AAA titles that are out there that you can play them and, you know, have a decent experience. There's other AAA titles out there that, you know, is like don't even try, don't even bother, you know, and stuff like that. And then there's some surprises out there and stuff like that. So I think with the Xbox ROG Ally, I think what everyone's waiting to see is like, does it actually pick up more of the AAA titles, you know, at a playable rate, you know, versus like where it's at right now. And don't get me wrong, it's not just the Xbox. I mean, it's not just the ROG Ally that has this problem. Like the Lenovo Legion Go have this problem. The Steam Deck has this problem. You know, like all of them have this problem where like AAA titles, you know, are just like they're pushing the bar, and like they actually need you to have either a gaming laptop or a gaming PC. And the ROG Ally hardware, well, all the portable PC hardware is basically like this is your alternative if you don't want to spend the money for a gaming laptop.
Okay,
Because believe
so
it or not,
it's not going to be a good replacement for an Xbox then, you would say.
it's too early.
Like for it,
Yeah,
like Xbox exclusive titles, the AAAs that their studios create. It's not
yeah.
going to be like switch over to the and play handheld will be just as fine as playing it on the console.
I don't believe it's going to be the case at all. Like, but you know,
Mhm.
we also have to find out like what happens once we get it in our hands and stuff like that. You know,
Okay.
yeah, like because like yeah, like the like because yeah, all the PC handhelds are still not as powerful as the PlayStation 5, and that's the PlayStation 5, not the Pro, the 5.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my get it together. So I don't know. I've been really struggling with this, and I think I'm just overthinking it, obviously, because that's what I do. But yeah. All right. Why don't we quickly do what we've been playing and then get out of here? And we can all kind of go to bed early.
My I want to start because like it
Nope.
my okay.
I'm just kidding. Go.
My what I've been playing is actually complements my attaboy. I did start up Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions recently.
Nice.
And it's been my distraction. It's been my distraction in between playing Monster Hunter and Tekken. You know, and yeah, I kind of had to take a break. I had to take a break from Expedition 33. Doesn't mean I've stopped playing. I just had to take a break from it because I was definitely starting to feel like the burn from like it felt repetitive, but that's just me. Like I'm a weirdo with repetition in games sometimes. I'm a weirdo about that, you know. So like I just had to take a break from it. So
Says
but I
the
promise.
Monster Hunter guy.
That's different. That's different. Story-driven repetition is different from grind repetition, if that makes any sense.
It's fair, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm gearing up for the Evilise Chronicles and Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, which I am not going to go back and play Snake Eater. I'm just gonna jump right into this one, like Metal Gear Solid Delta, just raw when it comes out. Like I'm not pre-playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, to get ready for this game. Corey, that look on your face. That look on your face, Corey.
I said nothing.
You didn't have to say anything. Your eyes said it all.
I didn't say a word. I said 0 words, sir.
You're like freaking Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith. I didn't say anything.
Hello there. Obi-Wan, what a great character. I love Ewan McGregor. Yeah, like it was Ewan McGregor that made me like Obi-Wan. Oh yeah, I mean, Alec Guinness is like, use the Force, Luke.
Where's that now? He's me.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Have you ever heard of the tale of Darth Sidious?
Oh no.
That's
okay.
That's why I love the Star Wars Obi-Wan series. I know it's a lackluster series, but I loved it.
No, it's not. It's perfect. It's got Ewan McGregor.
Another one.
Great. Bring it on.
Are they?
Ready.
Wait, is that a rumor?
Go ahead, Pat.
I was going to say it's a heavy rumor right now that they're gearing up.
Maybe
for
they're trying to
another
redeem
episode or season.
Good.
Maybe they're trying to redeem it because there was. I don't want to run this podcast long, but basically Obi-Wan was good until it kind of fell flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had awesome fights. I mean,
It was fun.
Dude,
of course we had to hear the no from Vader one more time
into the fire. It's like, dude,
yeah,
that was brutal. And Darth just going around and just murdering people.
Oh yeah,
we're finally seeing why Darth Vader was a threat and a boogeyman for everyone back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good shit. I liked it.
I don't know. I think eventually, Disney and the Star Wars and Lucasfilms are just gonna finally bite that bullet and make a Vader series.
Well, they made a Darth Maul series now.
Yeah,
though it's animated.
Is it a continuation from where Solo left off?
I don't know. It's an animated series, and Sam Witwer is coming back.
I feel like they basically resolved that by the time we got to Star Wars Rebels though. I feel like the entire story for Darth Maul was finished, and then if it wasn't finished, it definitely was finished when season 7 of the Clone Wars happened.
I don't know.
This is more on his story though. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it takes place after he gets separated
from after episode 3. Episode 1. Episode 1. I'm sorry.
They're also making an Ahsoka too.
I know.
Yeah. Which I'm not.
Can we just take a second?
Happy about.
Can we just take a minute and just appreciate Rosario Dawson for a minute?
Yeah.
Just
I'm sad
as a person.
I'm sad the actor that played Darth Daddy in the show is dead.
Anyways,
I'm sad about that.
Yeah. Is that okay? Is that all your?
Yeah, that's it. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I added 7 more minutes of drivel to the conversation that wasn't anything to do with video games. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's a good thing Stephanie's frozen. She's probably napping while we talk about Star Wars. Geek out about it.
Yeah.
Stephanie, what are you playing?
I can be super quick because neither of them are new, new to the discussion.
One's new to
Don't
you, so I want to hear about your impressions.
mean Donkey Kong Bonanza?
Yes,
Oh, I was
Bananza.
gonna. I was like, which one? Oh,
What's
so
your
to get out of the way, huh?
on a rating of 1 to 5? What's your score on this game?
Well, I mean, I haven't really gotten that far yet, so I feel like I don't know, I feel uncomfortable. When I say uncomfortable, maybe that's not the right word. I don't. It
You're not
feels
you're not
wrong for me to.
you're not ready to drop a rating on it. I respect
Right.
that.
Well, and
Yeah.
if I were to give my knee-jerk first impression rating, I say 5. But like I said, I hesitate to give such a high score until I play enough of it to make sure, because I had just fun smashing everything, and everything felt intuitive and satisfying in every way that Nintendo knows how to master a platformer in a sense. Although I like this better than Mario Odyssey just because I generally am not the biggest 3D Mario fan. I need a little bit of like kooky adventure to go along with it. So I think Donkey Kong Bonanza suits me a bit better. Um, but the reason why I'm not as far as I'd like to is because I showed my son and he goes, "Can I play it?" So I gave him the cartridge to play, and he won't give it up. He loves it. He loves it. So
You knew
I don't know.
you
Tell
knew
your
as
son to
soon
get a job to get his own cartridge.
you knew as soon. Yeah, at this point you need to start bribing him with
Hmm
you need to start bribing him with chores and stuff and like like this is how you pay off your game.
True,
Wait,
but
please tell me you have 2 Nintendo Switches in the house.
I have
Switch
I
2s.
have 2 Switch 2s.
Okay, good. So it's not like you two are just fighting for the games, not fighting for the console.
Right, yeah. So, well, here's the thing. I just assumed he wasn't going to take to it because I've been trying to try any freaking game outside of Minecraft and stupid Roblox. Like, it's just a constant battle. Be like, try other games, try other games, try other freaking. I just want to shake my child, which I know is frowned upon. Um,
No, it's
and the
play any other game that I'm not wanting to play.
Well, yes.
That part.
So
That
now
part.
Hmm
I shot myself in the foot. So I'm like, all right, now he's hoarding Bonanza. So,
He's hoarding bananas.
I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, this is a bit childish for my age, but, like I said, it's the gameplay that completely makes me think,
See,
like, throw that thought right out the window.
that's the thing about it,
Mhm.
right? Because this feels like a quintessential kid game.
It
But
does.
you play it and it's like this is fun as fuck.
Mhm.
Yep. And you know what? I feel like it's okay to say and believe both things, right? It's okay to say, yep,
Yeah.
this feels geared way more to a younger audience, but it's also okay to say, I freaking love this game because it's
Mm.
so well made. And
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that we have these home run games like Death Stranding 2 and Expedition 33 and soon Metal Gear Solid that, Donkey Kong Banana is going to get buried at award shows later this year, which stinks.
I
But
don't I
I
don't
feel
know.
like
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
it's going to be between Expedition 33 and Donkey Kong. Have
I
you
hope
heard the way
I
so.
was
people are
about to
talking about Death Stranding
mm,
lately?
I was about to say,
Death
yeah, I feel
Stranding
like
was still pretty damn good.
yeah, oh yeah.
Like
Nothing
people who
against Death
actually fully
Stranding.
beat the game say like the I haven't gotten that far yet, but they say the ending, like the conclusion of the game, is like freaking amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing against Death Stranding and stuff like that, but like Donkey Kong Bonanza, like this has got that Nintendo magic that you want
Hmm
all Nintendo games to have. You know what I mean?
I agree. I don't know, I get skeptical about other people kind of looking down, like,
Well,
again, just saying, "Oh, they're just kid games." Well, it's more
oh
than
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
There is a divide. There's a divide, and like if any game like looks like it's essentially kiddie, like it looks like it just gets
hmm
thrown by the wayside for all these adult type games that like are all like philosophical adventures or something that like is like completely like like metaphysical or something like that. But hell, Astrobot had a good year last year,
True. That is very
Yeah.
true. So,
and
I hope so. But
yeah.
I guess my only concern is, and I'll only know once maybe I talk to you guys next week or the week after, is after I clear out a bunch of sub levels, will I eventually get sick of it? I don't know, but it's still pretty fun to me.
Mhm. And I don't think you will, because each layer kind of throws a different mechanic at you, so it tries to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and
Mhm.
I'll talk about it more. Hopefully, I'll progress more and sneak the cartridge from my son for next time. And, nothing too much more to add for Death Stranding 2, because I think that's been on my list for a while because it's a long freaking game.
I would say just tell Nico somehow the game got lost, but I know how emotional your son is, so he would probably think somehow he was the one that lost it. So don't do that to him.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll just, when he's spending time with his dad, that's when I'm going to kind of
I
sneak
just
and commandeer his
Mhm.
Switch 2.
I just think about that. I just think about that sweet and heartbreaking story you told us about, like when he learned about paying taxes. It was like, oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god,
Mhm.
like you broke that poor kid's brain.
Yeah, I know. Little did I know. Little did I know. So
And it wasn't
those are
even you
really the
that told him about taxes. Did he learn it at school or something?
I don't know, maybe he saw it on a receipt or something, but he witnessed taxes and then proceeded to ask me what it was about, and then I ruined his life. So,
Mhm.
Okay,
Wasn't the
okay,
bird and the bees. It
let's
was the
move on.
taxes.
Oh, well,
yes.
I can't.
The adult talk that broke the child and made him a
Please,
man.
please come back to us when you have that conversation with him about the birds and the bees. I'm really curious about his reaction and his take on that.
Oh, I will, because right before this, and I put my son to bed, we were watching Karate Kid 2, and there's nothing like really remotely sexual in that movie, but it's
Yeah,
like a little bit of romance, like where,
yeah.
he kisses the girl, and when that happens, I get up in his face. I'm like, "Ooh, Nikolai, that'll be you." And like,
Oh
I don't
no.
know.
Yeah.
He gets
See.
so mad. He's like disgusted by it. I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Oh, girls are still icky to him right now. Good.
Which is weird because his counterpart, my partner's son, who's younger than him, already has a picture of what his ideal girlfriend is. And can I just quickly say it? Apparently, his ideal girlfriend is
Don't say Sydney
blonde,
Sweeney.
blonde, and has big boobs. I'm like, that's great that an
Oh,
8-year-old's
Sydney
already
Sweeney.
saying it.
that's Sydney Sweeney. Jesus Christ.
I know. So I'm glad my son still thinks girls are icky, or whoever he wants to eventually date is icky. So I'm like, I can wait.
Love is icky.
Revel in that
Mhm.
innocence.
Exactly. All right,
Oh yeah,
sorry, that's enough.
love is
That's all I'm
icky.
playing.
Yeah.
Um, I guess it's Pat's turn, right? Pat?
Sure. So I've been using this opportunity, or at least trying to use this opportunity, to hit a backlog game, especially since No Sleep for Konami Dante came out recently. I have not finished the second game of the Somnium Files series, the Nirvana Initiative, so I decided to put that one back in. And I really enjoy. It's a visual novel game. It's a detective game where you play as a detective who has a machine that can go into people's minds and like kind of reveal the truths of what they may either have forgotten or are holding back. But it's also a very Japanese anime style game, and the dialogue in these games do not hold back with the adult content. Um, and sometimes it's a lot of very laugh out loud moments. But it's also a fairly good, like, the characters are enjoyable as well, which is, two good things about a visual novel is great characters that can keep you engaged, and as well as some sort of like interactive element. This is created by the guy who does the Zero Escape series. So there, it does have it does go into like branching paths where once you beat a path, you kind of get a piece of information that could help unlock a future path or a different path along the game. So, it's encouraged to go and play through all the paths in this series. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's not as good as the first one. Like, I loved Konami Dante, so I'm hoping to get through this one so that I can jump right into the No Sleep for Konami Dante. because his character is an absolute riot. Like, he is an asshole of a human being that is, loves his alcohol, loves his porn magazines, will say some of the most like perverted things like right in front of people, and like, I don't know, he's just like, he's a horrible human being, but yet he's also got like a heart of gold. He's one of those kind of people, and I can't wait to dive back with him again because he was hilarious. And then also I still have been in a 3D platform mood, and I saw this game on the Nintendo eShop while I was picking up No Sleep for Konami Dante. And it's called Misk, A Tiny Tale. It looks kind of like a Chibi Robot. I mean, I've never played Chibi Robot before, so I don't know quite how that gameplay works. But in this one, you are a tiny robot, probably the size of like a Pikmin, because your environments are like human environments, like backyards, sandboxes. Everything's like gigantic to you. And you're this little robot who goes on an adventure with his friend Bag Boy, which is a robot with one wheel. And like, there was an explosion that happened at night, and you guys are going on an adventure to find out what it all is. And each level is kind of like a different biome. Your goal is to collect 8 golden cogs. There are 10 per level, as well as kind of help out with little quests that these citizens in this world need. These little like makeshift robots. And each level, your character buddy has like little different costumes depending on what the world is all about. So it's a very cutesy platformer. Made by 3 people apparently, but funded by the Australian government. And
Cool.
it's been a lot of fun. Like, it's for a team of 3 people, this is a fun game. Like, I've been enjoying it a lot. Like, I'm probably well over halfway through. It's only like a 10-hour adventure, but
Nice.
I look forward to seeing what each biome world is. It's a nice little, not a huge map. Do your collectings kind of like Donkey Kong, Mario Odyssey, and move on to the next area with a little story about these guys going on an adventure.
Nice.
Nice, nice.
Cool.
Hmm.
Awesome. Is that it?
I mean, I beat Donkey Kong. I
Yeah,
gotta
how's that?
say, the third act was perfect. My gosh, it was like freaking amazing.
What
And
would be
just
your
like
what would be your rating for it on a 5 stars?
definitely 5.
All right.
This is probably, in my opinion, the best 3D adventure game Nintendo made.
That's awesome.
Interesting. I heard the ending is crazy.
It is.
Is it
Bananas.
Ah,
Oh.
look at LeRon.
Oh God, take us home. Take us home.
I mean, I've played stuff too, LeRon.
I don't care. Take us.
Okay, fine. Everybody out there,
Yeah.
to be fair, I really don't have much to talk about that's any different. I've been
Anything new with Jamboree? You have that on your list.
Yeah, Mario Party Jamboree. It's honestly, it's literally all the same games except they added they added some mouse-based mini games, which are pretty interesting. There's one where like there's like this electrified fence maze where you have to drag toads through it, and you have to drag as many toads as you can before the timer runs out through this maze. And when they get shocked, they die essentially. It's pretty funny. But it's actually like one of the better mini games I've played in Mario Party in a while. And then
you can kill the toads.
No, it just actually feels like there's some sort of strategy to it instead of like, well, bumper balls. Okay, I guess I went too fast. I fell off the edge. Well, like I don't know. Although I do like Bumper Balls. It's a good game. But mostly the camera stuff that was added to the game is like really what my kids are really into, where they can like see us all kind of being dumb and who's on the board where, and it takes snapshots of your faces when you get something cool or do something bad or whatever, and they save it for the end of the game, and they show you highlights of your faces from the camera, which is kind of neat. But other than that, I don't really know how much they added to the game. The way you pick which game modes you want to play is you go into the Jamboree TV mode, and essentially it's like a sound stage instead of the island. There's a roller coaster kind of collaborative game that we haven't played yet, so they did add that. And then there's also a Bowser live game that they added, which is like you compete against Bowser against mini games, but you know, and then I think they added 3 new levels, 3 new boards to the game. So,
all right, nice.
So that's cool. But also I've been really busy trying to finish some reviews and finish some editing on videos and doing some other things, to the point where I don't even know if it's worth talking about the things I've been playing. Outside of that, Destiny's still Destiny. They added new stuff to the game this week, but Expedition 33 is still very good. I got to tell you though, Pat, when you play through New Game Plus in that game, you really start to notice things that you wouldn't have noticed if you didn't play it before. Like, there are a lot of things in that game that like, oh man, now that I know, like, you see it there, and then you see this here, and you see like paintings in the manor, and like you see certain aspects in other parts of the game. You're like, oh my gosh. And it rips your heart out. Anyways,
interesting.
Or you big old softy.
I know. Game makes me extremely happy and extremely sad at the same time.
Oh.
What was the other game I have on my list? I closed the dock because we were wrapping up.
Yeah, Destiny, Expedition, Mario Party, Jamboree.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I did download it, get this, guys. I downloaded an indie game.
What?
Which one?
It's on the eShop. It's called Timeline. And so I only played a little bit of it, but I do plan on playing it a little bit more, this week. But it's essentially you're this little girl and a cat stuck in this maze-like world, and you basically go through maze levels and solve puzzles and basically try to survive, this girl and this cat. So it's super cute. The setup is super cute. I want to play it more, but I just wanted to point that out. And I don't know. It just really drew my eye. I was going through what was on sale, like I always do, and never buy anything. And I was like, oh, this game looks cool. It's
called Timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not making it easy to find.
Maybe it's called Time Lied, I think. Like
lied?
Like lie. Like you lied to me.
I'm lied. Okay.
So I don't know. It just really caught my eye. It had that Monument Valley kind of look to it. Like that kind of art style, but also like reminded me a little bit of, like, the girl reminds me of the girl from Celeste. I don't know. It just had a lot of things drawing my eye to it. Where I'm like, oh, this could be interesting. So,
or you bought his first hentai game.
Yeah, that's really what I bought. So, but that's kind of it. Here, I'll send the link in the chat.
Yes, please, because I'm trying to find this.
Yeah,
I need to know what made Corey buy an indie game
Yeah, it's got a really cool
Timeline.
art style too, which it kind of reminds me of Transistor a little bit. And
Okay,
really-
yeah.
That
I
was a
can
good
see
game. That was a good game.
So
that. Okay.
yeah, it was like I think it was like $4.99 or something.
Nice.
And there's a demo too, so you can play that if you want first.
It almost looks like a Planet of Lana, but in 3D.
Yeah, a little bit. It does have that kind of idea to it a little bit.
Like,
But I
it's-
have a feeling the cat is going to become more of a mechanic than just a partner, honestly.
Well, it says you control the cat, so
Yeah.
according to the description.
Yeah. I mean, you do, but I mean, like, I feel like it's going to become more of a thing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I didn't read very much of it. I literally bought it based off the screenshots and the art style in the trailer. So, anyways, that's about it. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it next week. But yeah, just I had to let the world know. It's very rare that I buy an indie game, and I bought one.
That's
so,
good. Baby steps, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I will not be buying baby steps when it comes
Oh,
out.
yeah. Fair.
Oh, I kid.
This guy.
This guy.
Yeah, on fire.
Oh,
Mhm.
Speaking of fire, we're all fired. We're all getting out of here.
Yes,
I want to
yes.
thank everybody out
Let me
there
go.
watching and or listening to this episode of the Boss Rush Podcast. Thanks for joining us live. If you can't join us live, you can catch us episodes every Wednesday on your podcast service of choice. You can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Boss Rush Network, and you can get our pre-show and more perks for as little as $1. You can become a Patreon producer and get your Patreon producer shout out at the end of every podcast at the $5 level. YouTube.com/Boss Rush Network, bossrush.net. Find all of our content there, our recent reviews, banters, and more. LeRon, welcome back. Glad you're back. We missed
Glad
you.
to be back.
We all missed
Glad to
you.
be back.
I think we all missed
Sure
you.
did.
I missed you.
Mhm.
Of course we missed you. Silly.
Yep.
Stephanie, Pat, glad you're here too.
Yep.
Thank
Even though
you.
you can't see my face moving, I am smiling. Hee.
What if she's not smiling? What if she's just like,
Are you calling me a liar?
I know.
Oh,
She
She's
might be
giving
she
you
might
the
be, she
finger
might be,
right now.
I was about to say she might be flipping us off and we wouldn't even
yeah,
know
I
it.
know. We'll find out when the local files
Yeah,
upload.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, you
No,
in
the-
trouble?
Nope. The worst thing I've done in this podcast so far is when you guys are going on tangent about Star Wars, I was flipping through the Death Stranding art book.
Yeah, see?
Yep.
I
Told you.
wasn't sleeping. I was multitasking.
Oh, man. Anyways, everybody out there, thank you so much for watching and or listening. And until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
So long.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.